Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Super excited. We just picked up the new DEWALT. This is a cordless power cleaner. They don't call it a pressure washer because it's such a low power, but I'm okay with that because we are worried about cleaning dirt bikes at the races. I don't care to clean the whole bike. We just want to keep the radiator cleaned out. So should have bought this a couple weeks ago because we did a 24-hour dirt bike race, and during that race we were like scraping mud off the bikes the whole time, trying to keep the bikes to run cooler. We didn't want them to overheat. So let's jump into it. This is the new DEWALT. It's a 550 PSI power cleaner. We bought the non-battery version, so you can buy it with the battery and the charger or without, but because we do so much with power tools here at the shop, we didn't need the battery. I've got one sitting right here. And so let's just unbox it real quick. And I can't wait. So this is gonna make going to the dirt bike races much easier for us. What is this big thing? So it must be, well, to learn how to do this. So you slide the battery in. Oh, it's like a protector. That's sick. So we can protect the battery from getting wet. Makes sense. This is the end of the nozzle. And there's different options. So this is like you can put like cleaner in here and that'll like a detergent. That'll help clean it. And then, okay. Oh, cool. Here's a bag. Looks like a carrying bag, which would be nice to put in the race trailer. Keep everything together. So I like how small. Maybe I'll end up using the box because that box is like kind of tough and we can throw it in the race trailer. I like how small and compact everything is. So we're always thinking about size of the room. The reason why I bring this up is at the 24-hour race, we didn't want to drag an actual gas-powered generator and everything else to run a cleaner. So this is going to make it so much easier for us. I'm actually super impressed with how long this is. This is awesome. So I guess if you have a hose, which we do over there, but when we're at a dirt bike race 12 hours away, we don't have our hose. So it's got a filter on the end of it, so we can dunk this in. Now our bucket, we're gonna do a good job for the life of it to keep that clean. We don't want like dirt in there. We don't even want to like go there with it. So I don't know why there's a ball. Does this float? You think you'd want it to sink to hold it down at the bottom? We'll find out. And so they have different widths of the nozzle, like 15 degree, probably a, let's see, that's 15, probably a 40. This is a 25 and a 40. So this just controls like the width of your angle. So 15 degrees up to 40 degrees. And then this is supposed to give you 10 times the power as these. So let's hook it up. Let's see what happens. So let's build the end of it first. What do they want here? This to go in and then turn. So that was super easy. It's in, out. There's like multiple O-rings there, and there's a nice big O-ring in the bottom, so hopefully it doesn't leak. That's always like the problem with some of the stuff, is it starts to leak on us. And let's go with like the 15 degree first and see how that works. That's this one. And it's just a simple connect. You just pull back, push in. It's our standard like air hose around here at the shop. Don't know what that's for. This is the end that I'm pretty excited about to give us more power. So to open this and put the battery in, you basically pry out on that. We'll slide the battery in here. It's kind of nice to protect it. And again, we're not looking for something that's going to be super high pressured. Yeah, that just pops open and closes. So it's going to protect the battery a little bit. Oh, it's even got another filter in here. It looks like I could unscrew this. That's kind of cool. So it's got two filters, which makes sense because if we're not actually going to use this and we're just up to a regular garden hose, you could definitely have debris coming in from your garden hose. So that's really cool. Easy to clean that out. Let's actually take it off. Come in here. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, we could take that completely out of there and we could blow it out with an air hose. Another O-ring in there. So no tools needed to check that out, which I think is awesome. So I don't know if I'm supposed to. There's no power. Oh, let's see. High and low. The battery's in it. Oh, I just had to push a lot further. So it's got a safety guard, which I knew. So you got to rock the safety down. And I was only pulling it to here. But you got to go all the way back. So we have low and high are going to be our two settings. And why I think this tool is so good for us is because at a dirt bike race, we don't want the radiators to get a lot of pressure on them. Let's see. So let's push this right up in. Clicks on. So far we've spent like 5 minutes with this thing. We've already got it already going in the water. So I think that's kind of weird. I thought that ball would like help it sink to the bottom of the bucket. Maybe if I go this way and we use that. So this tool is supposed to run at 1 gallon per minute. Come in on this side, Brax, and we'll show this. So I'm not sure, come in from like this angle over here. So the main thing at the dirt bike races that I'm concerned about is keeping this from bottling up with mud. We're trying to protect our bikes and the engines. This bike is not super dirty, so this isn't like a great example of like a mud bike, but I'm hoping when we go to Tennessee it's not too bad. So the first thing I'm curious about is how loud is this? Oh, here, zoom out for 1 second. It's not a super heavy tool. They say it's like 5 pounds. I think it's pretty well balanced too. So you can kind of hold on to it here and you're not like fighting it with your wrist. So let's just try it out here. So it's already got water. It's probably gonna take a minute. This is such a long hose. There it is, okay. So that only took like, I don't know, not even 20 seconds to prime, which is awesome. So we are in the low setting. Now we're in the low. We're in the low setting. We got the 15-degree nozzle on it. Okay, so like that's basically a garden hose to me, but that's okay. Like this area is super greasy, so like that kind of stuff isn't just gonna push off. That's so sick though. So that's a low setting. It's not doing a ton, but it's definitely getting the dust off this bike. Let's go high power and see what happens. I would never do that with a regular pressure washer, just so you know. Don't ever stick your hand in front of a regular pressure washer. But this is only 550 PSI, so it's not a lot. But you can already tell that that is so much better. I am so excited about that. Come in under here, Braxton. So we actually have a little bit of mud underneath the fender from our last ride. Let's see how it does here. I'm actually really impressed with this thing. Like so here at the shop, we have a $5,000 steam cleaner that we continuously use. So if a machine comes in that's really dirty, I hook this big thing up. It's got its own, takes diesel fuel. It's awesome. It'll clean a whole like super muddy machine, but this is portable. I'm using it out of a bucket. It's super lightweight. I want to try that high pressure nozzle end though. So let's pop this end off. Come on in, Brex. Let's show this end coming off. That one's off, and this one's on. Let's see what it does. I'm still in the high setting. Let's see. Kind of like a weird mist. I don't know if that's any higher than the other one. Oh yeah, you can hear it. This almost sounds more like when you're at like a car wash, the way that sounds now. So there's quite a bit of mud underneath the fender. Let's just shoot down here. Yeah, ready? This is going to save us so much time at the races. So with the radiators, you want to be very careful. You never want to shoot water at a bad angle on a radiator. It'll hurt it. It'll close the fins in because they're just aluminum. So I can come straight in at it. And again, it's not super muddy at this time. So thank you guys for watching. Just a really quick unbox and first use of this. This has so many uses for us, not just power sports, but if we're going camping, you want to steam clean a deck off, you want to clean your camper, you want to clean your truck just occasionally. This is such a cool tool. It was so reasonably priced. I don't like talking about price typically, but they were on sale for $169 without the battery. So for us, that's like such a bargain. It just saves time. So if you spend a couple hours scrubbing something, you're just going to save that much money already in just buying a tool like this. So thank you guys for watching. If you found it helpful, please consider subscribing and enjoy the ride.